Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading, and this is actually, it's now 9:15, and I've just reset this. I was 7 minutes in and we hadn't really got anywhere, so I'm just going to go back over what I did do. We were 7 minutes into the recording. I did take a trade earlier on, which was a loser, so I'll show you that in a second. It was on Aussie dollar, which you'd think, why would you have bought that? But at the time, we were into a load of support. It was over here. I think I took it there and had a 3 pip stop out, so let's show you that. Yeah, there it was. So entered at 66s and got stopped out at 64s. Sorry, 4 pips or so stop out. So for the risk on it, I gave it a go there this morning. Back then, it was into some support, but obviously that didn't work out. So what I've been doing is stalking the euro dollar here. And I'm so close to getting a trade off. Here, it looks like it came down to the lower band, but it didn't actually hit it in real time, and now we're missing out here. So I'm just having to sit this out and patiently wait. I was trying to get on the long side there, but I thought, oh, we're 7 minutes into this recording and we haven't really got anywhere too far much yet, and it could very easily end up 17 minutes at this rate. So I thought, okay, we'll press re-record. So that's what I've done. It's 9:15. I will be heading down the gym shortly. I think if I can't get an entry, the euro needs to back off. In order for me to get in, it needs to come back down. I think so. Let's have a quick look off screen. Well, it's hard to say completely, but yeah, probably back below 122.80, so it needs to come back down to. So I'm not in a rush at the moment trying to get into it, but obviously I wanted to run it because we've got a daily pivot up 123. So we'll see if we can get set up. There's some news out on the euro about 11, so we'll see if I can get triggered in at some point, but otherwise I'll just head off down the gym if it's not doing anything. Okay, just got back. Just got waylaid by my cleaners. Just let us down. We can't. She's not can't clean anymore. Got to find a new cleaner. Anyway, so what do I do here? What do I do? Do I take this trade? Let's have a look here. We're against this support that I was looking for pretty much, but it just looks now it's rocking back over. I'm thinking, let's just wait and see if it comes back in the 5 minute bands. It's doing what I wanted it to do on the 15 and 30 minute chart, but I'm still looking at this thinking maybe I'm just pushing it a little bit at the moment. We've got news coming out at 11, so I may be best. Tell you what, I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to go down to the gym and I'll come back to this, and maybe it's going to shot right up, but I'm a little bit reluctant here with the ranges that they're in. Cable's the same. Cable has just had a little run up. Let's have a look at Cable. Look, it had that nice run up earlier on, gave it all back, then it's had another run, and it's just everything's a little bit precarious. It's just that maybe that time now. Or certainly today. We've got no news out today, so that's not helping. So I think I'll just leave this one alone rather than stretch it. So I'll press pause for now. I still haven't managed to go to the gym yet. I was just about to go and just watching these markets and thinking, oh, actually, maybe the Aussie's going to set up again. So I'm still sitting here watching a couple of these. So I'll give it a few minutes, and yeah, the Aussie might do. So we'll have a look in a second. Okay, so we're getting close here. I want to go to the gym, so I'm just going to be looking for a little bit of a retest down here again, and then I'm going in. So we're a smidgen away, so I'm going to start edging in because I can't be bothered to wait any longer. I've got to get on. So I've got one unit in there. Let's see if I can get the other couple in. I was waiting really for 10 o'clock, so we've got 2.5 minutes to go, and I'm just looking at the 15-minute chart actually. So basically what's happened with the Aussie, it's had a run down this morning. Unfortunately, it has got negative momentum. So I don't really like having to go against it, but it's got positive momentum on the 4-hourly chart, but not on the hourly. And so I don't really like going against it. That's my second one. But it is at support, and so off the higher time frames, off the daily charts and the 4-hourly charts. So that's why I've been interested in the Aussie today. So if I can get just one more unit in, then we'll just see. And this would take ages. I'd expect it to be meandering around and not do anything for a long time to work that negative momentum off on the hourly charts, if it can do it. So we've got plenty of reversal candles, but it's a low volume environment, so I'm really having to push it today to trade for you. Some weeks I'll just say, do you know what, I'm not even going to bother trading, but it's Christmas and I want to give it a shot here. So like I said earlier on, so I'll give it 2 strikes and then I'll be out. So it's always a case of just having some rules and saying, okay, whatever your rules may be, it might be 2 strikes or it might be 3 strikes, but once you've had those, that's it, you're done for the day, so to speak. So and the nice thing with trading this is this morning, and any of the others really, is just the lack of range today means that the stops are relatively tight anyway. So I've got 2 units in. I'll just see if I can get the 3rd one in, and then I'll be shooting off. I think I should be able to. So I'll press pause. Okay, I think I probably could get a better price than I'm going in at here, but I think it's going to dip a little bit more, but I just cannot wait any longer. I could have put a limit order in, I guess, and just done it that way, but I quite like when I'm doing the stuff live on a Friday to actually show you me doing the stuff live where I can. So I shall press pause now. I'll get the stops put in. I won't waste any more time putting all the stops in. So here's the 3 trades from earlier on. Here's the 3 trades I just put in. I'll put the stops at the lows, which are around about 48. So nice and tight again, but so I'll lose about, like I said, about best part of £200, I guess, if I lose today. Right, but we'll see. If it can start to pick up as over the hours, if it doesn't pull down, then it could end up being a half a decent little run by later this afternoon. I've got a feeling it could take all day if it does hold, but we'll see first of all. Right, I'll press pause. Catch you. Right, just back from the gym. Obviously, we can see the Aussies come up a little bit. It's so bring up the account. There we go. So these are the 3 more entries we put in. So we're sort of sitting there. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? I think. But what I'm going to do is I'll move those stops marginally now. Maybe move them up to 50. What was the entries? 54s and a 55 there. So I'm going to move the stops up to 50. I see the euro has weakened off, and so's the pound, but it's all fairly sloppy behaviour, certainly on the pound today. And so anyway, I'm just going to move them up to not exactly protect the trade, because it'll still be a losing trade by easily, but I'll just reduce any potential loss if it was to roll back over. So I'm just moving those stops up off screen at the moment to 50, and that's about it at the moment, so we'll carry on pressing pause. Right, just back. So now what I've spotted is around about 66 we've got the hourly 21 MA, and it's the upper band on the hourly charts as well. So I'm going to put an order in to close just 1/3 of the trade, just one of the units. Let's bring over a ticket for it. So we've got our stops in at 51, so it stopped me at 50. And put an order in, just see if we can get there. 81.66, 81.66. Just to take 1/3 off up there, and if it gets up to there, then it sort of pays for the trade. Then, if it was to roll all the way over, but also there's some resistance there. But overall, I'd like to see if we can gradually grind out and still go higher, but I'll put that one in there just in case. If it can get up there, then it would sort of pay for the trade, so to speak. But it's got so much work to do. Like I said earlier on, this one could take hours and hours. So I will leave it with that and go and watch the car. Well, Aussie's just flown, and so let's bring it across. It's just hit that target. I was just doing some other stuff off screen, and all of a sudden my screen flashed up. So it's just closed me out at 66, as we can see there. So it sort of pays for the trade now. So whatever happens if we roll over on the rest, I've banked 71 there. I wouldn't lose 71 on the other 2 if I get stopped out on those. In fact, I can probably afford to move the stop up another pip or 2 actually. And then we'll see just if we can get if it's going to have a bit of a run, then you never know. So it could still end up in make a little bit today. So if we can get a bit of a run, I mean, I'd be looking up, really up into the 80s before taking anything else off. And so I'm going to be going out and washing the car. So actually, let's bring another ticket off up and put another limit order in, shall we? At 81. I'm looking off off screen, but anywhere in that zone really. Once we start coming up there, if we put it in at 80, 82, 81, 82. So I'm putting it into this zone here. When you start sometimes getting up into these prior highs, there is some resistance there on the 4 hourly chart. So I'll just double check that. Yeah, yeah, perfect. Yeah, 81, 82. So I guess we'll see, and then I think with the remainder, I'll probably just try and trail the stop up and try and see if it can just run, like I said earlier on, and see if we can get a bit of a run on it today. So that's it for now. So I'll press pause and we'll come back to this. Okay, just back now with a clean car, and I'm gonna move. I can see we've got close to my target, didn't we? But we're backing off now. So what I'm going to do is move the stops on these two positions, so that I'm at break even. There we go, roughly break even on these. Actually, if I bring them up to 56, then they'll stop me out at 55. If we were to come back down to there, I'll double check that that's okay. So then whatever happens, I've banked 71 there. I lost whatever it was this morning, 80 odd. So I'd still be marginally down for the day, but so marginally, you know. So I think having the stop back down here at effectively 55, I think it's still giving it a bit of slack, a bit of room, which it needs, because it could pull back and then get down into the 60s and then have another crack at it later on this afternoon. So I think it needs that, and so that's that. Now let's have a quick look, because I've been out a fair bit this morning. Now the pound dollar actually had a really good run down earlier. I say really, a pretty decent run down earlier on, and now having a half decent bounce. I just couldn't justify getting in this morning. I missed the entry. There was actually an entry over here, actually, to be fair, probably in this zone over here. We had negative momentum, actually, not a lot, but we had a little bit of negative momentum on the hourly charts this morning. So I should have spotted that when we come up this morning, either here or over here. And I think there was actually a sell in play there because of where we were with the negative momentum, but I missed that. See, sometimes you just miss stuff. You're looking at the charts, well, and just miss the opportunity. By later on, it's already come down, and then you've not got the ideal entry, because it's effectively trying to find these ideal entries. And where possible, when I'm trading, if I can get the good entries where I can have those tightest stops, it means that if I do lose, then it doesn't take a lot for me to then exceed that loss on the next winning trade. Whereas if I get in further down and I've got to have my stops right up here, then I have a loss. Then it's not as easy to make back the loss, so to speak, on the next trade or whatever. So it's a case of trying to get those ideal entries, which is what I'm always looking for when I'm day trading. That's the point. That's what we do a lot in the trading room as well. Anyway, we're 13 minutes in, so I better press pause again. Okay, just back, and look, this I think the target's nearly there. So let's bring up the deal ticket. So there we go. So I think the limit order is about 80, 81. So we're right on the potential target level. So we'll see this disappear if we get up there. But now I've pressed record, we're probably going to see this back off. So we shall see. So I thought I'd just bring it up, because sometimes when you're just sitting there live, you think, oh yeah, look, that's going, so maybe it's about to hit it. And I always like to show it as these hit. But and now I've pressed record, it's just slowed down a little bit, so I'll press pause. Okay, just back now. I think this has got to hit 81. See, just press record again, and it's gone back to 79. So I think it needs to go to 81, 81, and then it will hit. So if it can have a little blip up, I'm trying to do this live so you can see it, but every time I press record, it stops again. So, but it only needs to get. We're a pip away, and so I'm almost tempted just to take it, for the sake of a pip, just to so we can get it closed. But I don't really want to. But we're a pip away from getting this second target, so let's see if it can get there. So 80.3, we need to go just a little bit more, less than a pip. Or should I just close it? But it should just go. Should get there. There's no real reason why it shouldn't do, so I don't really want to have to override it. It's just more that I'm talking live. This is using up valuable time. Look, for less than a pip, I'll take it. So we're using up valuable time of recording, and we're already 14 minutes into this. So let's bring up the account now, so we can see that we're up now. Currently $492, 300 odd pounds. So from the first trade that we took this morning, so let's remind ourselves here, from the first trade that was taken this morning, I've got the guys in the room all pinging and sending messages, but that one loss, remember, that was that 4 pip loss, yep, and then we took that second trade, and this one's worked out. So we banked that first one at 66 pips to get the trade paid for. It hit the resistance of the hourly 21. Then this second one, as we're approaching into that prior high zone, and this third one. So we've got to decide what to do with this third one. I need to move the stop up. So let's have a look at this again. And I've got a load of guys pinging, and they're all chatting. Apparently, I deserve a slap. What did I do? What have I done wrong, guys? I've got the sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm in the middle of this video, and the guys are saying I need a slap. So what have I done wrong? Charlie deserves a slap. What have I done now? See, look, they're so rude. What plan? What are you talking about, Derek? Oh, sorry, yeah. They're telling me off because I literally just took that literally at 0.7 of 1 pip before my target, and as we can just see, it didn't actually hit it still hasn't hit the target. But for the purposes of just trying, I would have left it because I'm sure it's going to get there, but I just want to the guys are right, they're right. Yes, all right, Derek, yes, you're absolutely right. I've Derricked the trade. I've done a Derek. Oh, we talked about it yesterday, didn't we, guys? Anyway, so I've got to look at where we go to next with this. So let's zoom out a little bit. So you can see why I was looking at that whole 82 zone into these prior resistance highs, and it was resistance on the 4-hourly chart. But I really want to start moving that stop up a little bit more. And really, I think 82 would be the next target, right up. Now, it's possible we get to 81.90, and then we just that could really stall it out. But actually, no, that will be about right. It's the hourly. Was that the hourly 100? No, yeah, around that zone. But oh, there we go. Just hit 81 now. No, it's still not quite there yet. We've got 82 on this. So if I go out to an hourly chart, 82 is the yesterday's highs, and it's also another pivot up there. So that's 82.10. So it's about here. So it doesn't look too far. It looks manageable, doable on the hourly charts. It's basically these highs over here. So I'm going to look towards that and see if we can get it, if it can stretch its legs up to there. But what we are going to do now is start to protect the trade some more. So we're going to move the stop up. So I'll move the stop up so it's just below that white line, which is my 50 MA. So we'll move it up to about 63 or 64. So that whatever happens, even on that last lot, we're banking that will stop me out at 63. So that's about right. Whatever happens, we can't lose on the day, so to speak. So and I'll carry on trailing that up if we can get up there. I mean, obviously, I want to keep it below this 5-minute 50 for now, just to give it slack, just in case it wants to do a retracement. But certainly, if we carry on going at some point, I'm going to move it up to below this low. So that's what I'm up to. So it was a good job actually that I scratched the first 7 minutes this morning, isn't it? Because this video would already be 25 minutes now. So I think that was a good thing to delete that very first part of the recording. Spoke too much today, basically, even though I've been out and about and washing the car and everything else. So I'll press pause for now, and we'll see where we get to. Right, just back, and I'm just going to move this stop up a bit more. So to below that last low there. So let's get these stops up. You can't see it there, can you? Right, so let's move this stop up to, I think it's about 68 or 60. Well, it'll be 69 on here to stop me out at 68. That's where the order would actually get triggered. So so whatever happens, we're locking in a bit more gain. It's all going to be fairly small stuff today, just the way it is. Didn't know whether I was going to get much out of today, the way this morning was. But so I've moved it up to just on this low, really, effectively, and we'll just see if it can carry on pushing, or whether it's going to roll over. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. Finally been stopped out on that last bit of that Aussie dollar as it's come down and taken out that last low. So let's bring up the account. So in the end, it could have been a lot better if I'd have just banked the profits up there into that resistance zone. But I was trying to see if we can get that run up. But that's just the time of the year probably. But in the end, not too bad. You know, a small gain for the day really. But we gave it a go. It could have been better if it had been run. But obviously, or even if I'd have taken the profits up there, but it was good enough. It's okay. I think in markets like this, then sometimes you get something banked and you just have to accept whatever you're given. What the market's willing to give you. Anyway, that's the last of my live trading for this year. I'll be back in January for live trading. Probably do a video update on Monday, but live trading back next year. Take care for now.